Joy and happiness. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Michael Johnson. I am a board certified chiropractic neurologist in private practice in Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm the author of a number of books. I'm the owner and clinic director of the Optimal Health Stem Cell and Wellness Institute. And today, I want to talk about joy and happiness. What brings you joy? Because over the Memorial Day weekend, we were at my sister's. And my sister has two boys, Forrest and Logan. Her husband works at the Arboretum in Louisville, Kentucky. Bernheim, the Bernheim Arboretum. My sister is a drug rep. She represents an insulin company for type 2 diabetes. Well, type 1 also, diabetes in general. So she tells me interesting stories, by the way, as do other drug reps who are my patients. So I just want to talk about what brings me joy, because you want to be doing things that bring you joy and happiness. Why not, right? Life is hard enough. Why not do things that make you happy? And one of the things that brings me joy and happiness is my family. I think I've showed you pictures of my family before. This is when my son Joe got married. And you can see yours truly, I'm right up there. That's my son Jake. That's my son Jens, my daughter Mary, my son Joe, his wife Naomi, my wife Michelle, my daughter Kate. So that is what brings me joy and happiness, my family. And I can't believe I'm 60, to be honest with you, and all my kids are grown. But family is very important. We had 4, and then we had an extra. We had Jake. And that's been a little bit of a challenge, because Jake has a mild form of Asperger's. And so Jake was slow to walk, slow to talk, slow to potty train. He sometimes would have meltdowns, and so my wife would be on edge. So it was hard. It was hard for my wife. And, it's hard for me too. Like a couple months ago, Jake wanted to go to the dance, and he didn't have any friends to go to the dance with. I felt really bad about that. So the next weekend, my wife and I took him to Wisconsin Dells. If you're not living in Wisconsin, you don't know what that is. But it's a resort area, a lot of water parks and hotels and things like that. It's a tourist trap, I guess is what you call it. But we've always enjoyed it, and my kids like it. So my family brings me joy and happiness. And anytime I can get together with family, it's a great time. We're going to be up at our home in Bayfield. I'm going to have to shoot a video of that and show it to you sometime. Be up in our home in Bayfield over the 4th of July weekend. My sister and her family will be up. And that's always a lot of fun. My wife's sister's son, my nephew, is getting married. It's their second child. He's getting married in July 20th. So again, getting together with family, that's really important to me. Another thing that brings me joy and happiness is my patients and getting patients better. I mean, I really sincerely am willing to do whatever it takes to get my patients better. I just mentioned in my last video that I'm going to be gone every weekend this month for the next 4 weekends. This upcoming weekend I'm in Omaha, then I'm in Tucson, Arizona, so Omaha, Nebraska, Tucson, Arizona, Indianapolis, Indiana, and then we're going out to a stem cell seminar in Las Vegas, Nevada. Why am I doing that? Because it's going to help my patients get better faster. And if there are things out there that will help our patients get better faster, I'm all in. So, earlier today I did a great testimonial video with one of our wonderful patients, Abdi. That brings me joy and happiness. Getting people better. That's why I became a doctor, is to get people better. And I'm telling you, I had a patient come in today, and I'm going to do a separate video on this. 82-year-old gentleman. He's on 16 different medications. Now, medicine always talks about being, controlled, double-blinded studies, controlled, randomized, double-blinded studies. We're so scientific. But yet there are no controlled, double-blinded, randomized studies on how those 16 drugs are interacting in that patient. Now, as a chiropractor in the state of Wisconsin, I cannot legally tell you, nor would I ever, that you should not take a drug, that you can take a drug, or not even an aspirin. We cannot tell a patient legally in the state of Wisconsin that they should or should not take an aspirin, which is insane, but that's the law. So I can't. I can say, if it were me, this is what I do. Just as with MS medications, I just read a study, and I'm going to do another separate video on this one too, about how there are no long-term research papers, no long-term research studies on MS medications. None. And Big Pharma doesn't want it because there's billions of dollars to be made, because those studies would show that long-term MS medications are ineffective. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is some of the research that's just came out. I'm going to make a separate video on that. So sharing information with you brings me joy and happiness. So why not do things that bring you joy and happiness, right? Why not? Because like I said, life sometimes can get kind of difficult. So why not search for your joy and happiness as much as possible? So if you'd like to email me at drj@ohstemcell.info. Don't forget our website, ohstemcell.info. Share my videos with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. And I look forward to hearing from you in the future.